Hello everyone and welcome to run 5 of the high season here at the Temple of Speed in Monza. And before we get into the race, let's just have a quick look at the qualifying. Who's going to take the crown here at the Temple of Speed? We got Snow pole position, Pilsen P2, Kevin P3, Felix P4 and so on. Let's see who gets a better start here. Nemo with a really good start there. Apex also on the right side. Always again, like every time on the Citroen now. Past Indian stick. Let's see, can he get him a bit more places? And let's see how much carnage we see into turn 1. There's always a bit of contact. The carnage begins here as expected. Apex bit to the outside now at the back. But we have the first one. Someone's been on the back. I didn't see who it is, but let's just focus here on the battle. Nemo against Indian stick. Definitely has the battle draft here. And momentum. Does he go for the move here? Not quite. He stays behind, but definitely is lap 1. No need to risk everything here at this point. I will see here. At the back up. What move against Will here. Here on P12, the new driver on the 4 GT. Up is also looking for P10 now against Primeval. Let's see. He keeps it at the inside. Does both to go through, yeah. Can maybe Will now use the momentum here, or even Commentator to go through. Will wants to go for the gap, but the gap is not quite big enough. He quite forces the gap here. I'm really looking for what Will can do here in this race. First race of the season, but definitely a fast driver. Good exit from Gap here. Now looking side by side with Primeval here. Can he get into P10 here? Or does he have to wait another lap? Or does he even get past Primeval? Really fast driver from Djibouti. Let's see why we are focusing here on Commentator. What an overtake against Will here for P12. Definitely you finish higher than P12. Really fast driver. Maybe this car is not quite the best here at Monza, but it's really important also that you are fast with your car. It doesn't mean just because you have a fast car then you're going to be first place. The same goes for a slow car here. As you see, up onto the inside of Primeval, still side by side Primeval. Maybe with a mistake here. Got definitely with the bad exit. Commentator also looking maybe now against Primeval here. 4 people fighting for P10. Really nice to see it where we see Rusley, so Nemo the Indian stick. Apex and Kevin are side by side. Who gets through here? Kevin keeps it just in front. Little bit of stays here. Goes off the track. Apex gets his before here. Apex also looking forward, maybe overtaking Pilsen here, as we see also Kevin still holding on P5, Felix on P2, Snow on P1 as always. In a second for the beautiful AMG GT livery here, and the sound is also really quite pleasing. Apex, they're both Citroen now, side by side. Do they go through side by side? Yes, they do, but Pilsen maybe gets the better ending here. Let's see. Also good momentum from Kevin. Maybe he can try to interfere here. At the back we see someone going off. I think it was Gap. I just quite didn't see it here, but let's focus on these two. Again, side by side at Parabolica here. Apex on the outside, Pilsen on the inside. Apex gets past, but doesn't mean that he will keep the position until end of turn 1. Let's see, Kevin also now looking for P3. It's definitely going to be close here. What a nice flyby here. The both Citroen fighting for the podium here. Pearson and Apex side by side into turn 1. We come out in front as a winner here, Pearson now, but Apex tries to do his best to maximize corner and corner exit here, of course, not entry. Ever made it through here still, we'll gap here on P13. Do it on P14, unfortunately something must have happened. As you see Kevin chasing those both Citroen here. Oh, definitely using all the track they have. Snow P1 as always. Polish driver on a really good way to get the championship points. Oh, a bit of contact there, Apex and Pearson. And Pearson is here. The both championship containers collide here. Second place against third place here. Really unfortunate for those two. Definitely would make the championship a bit more interesting now. But a really unfortunate incident here. But when you're racing really close, something like this can happen, of course. Indian Stick moved up to P4, maybe also looking for P3 here, because he got a lot of speed going on here. MG really good on here, on this track. I see here Snow, Felix, Kevin, Indian Stick, Nemo, Russ, Laser, Primeval. Pearson on P9 because of the crash, still kept in the 4th. Marmeta, Apex here, P11, P12, Gap, P13, Will, and P14. Do it, doesn't mean anything, still a lot to go. And we have the first pit stop of Gap here on the soft tire. Quite curious to see what tire we'll be using for the future. Marmeta maybe to the inside, no, it just stays behind for now. But the Citroen got so much traction out of the corners here and good top speed. Definitely one of the best cars here. This is a beautiful livery here. The Sudan driver here looking for a better position. Same as guy in front of him named Pearson, and right now 3rd place on the championship. Ooh, Kevin also using all the track he has. In the stick on P4, Nemo P5, Russ P6, Laser P7, Bamil P8, P9, Pearson, P10, Marmeta, P11, Apex still holding on, maybe now looking for opportunity. Definitely got the better top speed with this car. Goes to the inside, let's see. That's probably, yes, that's what we want to see. Cameron a bit sleeping here, but Apex got past. Even before the chicane, but gets a 2nd penalty. Not his base race by far. Number 2 in the championship, but after this race he's not going to be number 2 anymore. If he keeps doing this. Got past, but the 2nd penalty is definitely going to hurt him. Because maybe he would have used the draft here from Pearson to also try to gain a bit more than before. Really unfortunate that he ended up here. Both guys, of course, but let's just focus on this here. Indian Stick against Kevin gets closer every lap. Or maybe a bit late on the braking here. Lost a bit of time. See Russ, Laser, Primeval, Pearson, Apex have the 2nd penalty. Marmetto, Will. Evan here holding on as we see a battle of Cup, and Druid picked up the 0.5 second penalty, but that doesn't mean they can fight. Quite a weird sound here. Let's okay, crash into turn 1, no, turn 2, no, everything's fine. And they got the 2nd penalty, yeah. Yeah, I'm just confused at this point, maybe you're a tuber, I don't know. Let's just keep focusing on the rest here. Russ also with a 0.5 second penalty here. Felix still at P2, Snow now with a 0.5 second penalty here. He got the gap, so it won't be a problem for him. Also with the fastest lap at 1.48.361. In his stick, Nemo, Russ trying to hold on, but Russ definitely got a penalty now, still in front of Laser, maybe Permeable now against Laser. Apex hastes to serve his penalty, maybe a bit wide here too. Austin here, looking for a comeback and gets another penalty. Will also with a second penalty. Do it with 1.5 seconds, as you can see, the tempo of speed. Really does everything to earn that name, of course. Not on a fast track, but not a really forgiving one. As you can see, like 1 inch out of the track limits and you have no chance. Get a penalty and lose the position. Coming in a beautiful Lexus against Laser here, as we see a part of the turn 1 incident still laying around the gravel here. Pearson on a strong P8 so far. Definitely is not going to end up in this position with this pace. His goal is to pass as early as possible. Doesn't want to lose any time here. Ooh, really precise driving for all three here. So Russ here, Luis, Primary Pearson. You can see Marmet at the back. Will also still with a second penalty. Bit wide there, but can he go past? He has the draft. Does he have the momentum? And does he want to go for the overtake here? Let's see. Under the tunnel, maybe too bit far away. He has to make a quite bold move here. No, it doesn't. Stays behind for now, but it will definitely put him on the threat from Bilson at the next straight. There is Bilson. Right at the back of Prime Evil. Does he go for the move into Parabolka? Goes to the inside. Let's see. Do they go side by side? No, Prime Evil just keeps it in front. Bilson maybe now with a better exit. And ooh, bit off the track here. And Kevin to the pits. Was on the soft tire. Same for Nemo. Nemo on the mediums. Bilson also on the mediums. Doesn't Bilson still have a good chance here to do a comeback, because most people will be on the soft tire. Upamebe to the inside of Lueso into turn 1. Does he keep it clean? Yes. What a move, but Lueso doesn't want to give up the position. What an exit by him. The Swiss driver maybe can get more points because of the incident between Bilson and Apex. Also, what a livery. Also, the swims really look nice. The Swiss driver always showing his good pace and his good taste in liveries. Felix P2 Snow, another penalty. Second Kevin, also second penalty. They will definitely put in on the threat here. Will on P7, what a comeback in a stick maybe to the inside here. Just puts his nose in. Does it try it into Lesmo too? No, it keeps it here. Ooh, not a good exit from Will. He will definitely put in on the threat Indian stick with the move, maybe. Or does he wait even more? Looks up the inside, but not quite next to him. Yes, keeps it for now. But the longer you wait for a move, the more time the person behind you, in this case Nemo, has to make a comeback here. Snow. No, in the pits. And now Nemo joins the party. Just next to Indian stick now. Oh, Kevin also there. Nemo gains a second position on the same straight here. Indian stick maybe trying to hold on. No, keeps it behind for now. Also Felix and Russ into the pits. Nemo on the inside. Ooh, no. What a fight we're going to have. Please focus camera here. Yes. Look how close the gap here is. Will and Nemo side by side. Indian stick also looking for opportunity maybe. Nemo gets past. 3 positions gained in not even 1 lap. What a move here, as we see Kevin also making his way through Will here. Is now past. Can he do the double overtake here? And also gain a position from Indian stick here around the outside. Who is braver into the chicane? Kevin still on the inside, doesn't want to give up his position. Cypress a bit of contact here, still keeps it fair in its stick. What a defense from him. Stays in front, no idea how he does that wheel. Also looking out to the inside maybe. No, just stays behind for now. But what a fight between Indian Stick and Kevin. Not the first fight between these two, as we see Primeval here on P2. Crazy race by far. But got a second penalty, or he will definitely be a threat to Snow. He hasn't pitted yet, but definitely would want it temporary P1. You see everyone here holding on. Wheelbus and Russ Apex Momentum up. Twitch still on P14, but he definitely has a lot of laps to go. Doesn't mean anything mistakes happen. Apex on P11, definitely not his best race, as I already told you. Really, the really strong P8 in his first race. Give the man an applause. Ooh, definitely a good undercut from Nemo. Close the gap to Felix. So he is in the Viper, which is definitely the best car around here, but doesn't mean anything. Nemo, really quick driver, will put Felix under pressure as good as he can. Win and Stick also on the limit here. Can he get good points for Bangladesh and maybe getting P3 in the nation standings? Everyone keeping it clean. Kevin really close to Indian Stick now. What a sound from 96, and here's a 3.5 second penalty. Monza doesn't forgive any mistakes at all. Biz and P7 hasn't pitted yet, but can he make the comeback possible? Abirsen has pitted, so it was just so early in the race I didn't even see it. So P7 for now. Can he get more positions? As you see, Apex also trying the comeback here, not quite as successful as Birsen. Now chasing Pamivo here. Not the easiest fight. Pamivo really solid on defense. Ooh, bit wide there, and he spins. Looking for P9 and getting P12. That was a bit too far. Will now with the yellow flag up front, but cleared. Obviously caused by Apex here. Do it on P14. As I said, doesn't mean anything. He fights for P30 now. Indian Stick also with a penalty. 0.5 seconds as we see Felix and Nemo. First fight for P3 here. Oh, Nemo really aggressive to the inside. Wants all the space he has. But you can just quite see how fast the Viper is. Nemo with the better exit and a draft, but still loses time on the straight. Oh, to the inside maybe, no. Lesson 1 really difficult to overtake here. Who gets a better exit out of Lesmo 2. If Nemo gets a really good exit, is really good looking to gain that P3 in this lap. Luis was still a P2. What a drive on this. Ooh. There's definitely going to be a side-by-side into Parabolica. Let's see. Left to right. Does the Juicy chooses left. Can he keep it around the outside? Does Felix give him enough space? He definitely has enough space. Let's see. Nemo slips through. What an overtake through Parabolica here. But the Viper is definitely got a chance to gain a P3 immediately again. Thanks to its top speed. Pearson already Up Kevin. What a move here. And Felix is passed. Doesn't mean anything. Let's see. Everybody trying to maximize the corner exit. Nemo with a slightly better exit, but the Viper is just too fast. Those two. Oh, ooh, really good exit here. Does he try here? Ooh, back here. Pearson got past Kevin. What a comeback. Getting crashed out at lap 3 and 4. Oh, Nemo to the inside. Didn't even realize it. Into last move 2. But what a defense here from Felix. Keeps it on the track. As I say, what a comeback from Pearson. After the crash, already up P5. And doesn't have to end here. P2 is inside. Ooh, very right here from Nemo. Just keeps it. What a save. You can just see how much he's pushing right now. He wants that P2. Maybe now a good chance. Also Pearson. Really close to the Indian stick. Now on side by side. Cannot quite see it at the back here. Now you can see it for a short period of time. Now Pearson on Indian stick, who is braver into turn 1. Pearson on the inside, Indian stick on the outside. Ooh, Pearson, perfect braking point and gets past very cleanly. That's what I want to see. Oh, another duel here. Will against Cup. Can American here keep P12? But now yes. Oh, bit too much here outside. And waits for Cup. Didn't have a good angle here. Waited for Cup not to crash him out. Really much. That's what we want to see. So much sportsmanship already here in this race. Oh, Indian stick. Also really right. Kevin also sliding. And Indian stick is back. Those two definitely want to find the best line possible using all the space they have on the track. But Indian stick with a 0.5 second penalty. A bit too optimistic with the track limits. Kevin has just to keep up and will get past. And let's see another duel here. Nemo against Felix again. Nobody of those two wants to give up their position, or P2 in this case. Felix to the inside. Can Nemo for the second time keep him on the outside? Yes, he can. Of course, also looking for the championship. Right now, he can be second place in the championship as the race ends like this. It could be. Pearson could also gain at P2. It just depends on how the race will end here. As you see, Felix already got past again. With the Viper, Nemo again. He got so much more traction and such a good exit out of turn 1 and turn 2. But can't quite keep up with the top speed of the Viper here. See Kevin, Indian stick. Russ always, like every race, at the end, creep him up to the front. Will against Gap again here. Apex P8, P9, P8, primary P7. Russ, Indian stick with the mistake here. Russ goes by. Can Indian stick fight back? Is definitely struggling with traction, so maybe the pit stop was too optimistic. His tires might be a little too hot. Snow just chilling on P1 like always. The Polish driver now with a massive lead in points if he keeps that P1. Indian stick still keeping up with Russ here. Does he have enough tires left to gain back P6. Ooh, another penalty here. Definitely this race will have one of the most penalties in the whole season. Also, hopefully we don't want to see too many penalties. Or at least we only want to see penalties if it leads to a good fight. Felix still really brave, holding on to the P2 on the mediums here. Nemo on a faster soft tire. Oh man. He's using all he has. Pearson also waiting for behind for an opportunity. Only one more position and Pearson is in the same place as before the incident here. And now Lorenzo probably will fighting. Also water sound here. The Swiss driver looking for really strong fade here. It was a definition of solid throughout the season. No major incidents, no mistakes. Always gaining a lot of points. This is it, Wood sitting here at P13. Pearson at P4, Nemo P3, Felix P2. Snow still at P1 here, but let's just focus. So we got a bit more than one lap remaining. See, Primary Laser and Olays a bit closer than before. I don't think the gap is quite enough to attack this lap. And Snow into the last lap. There's still a lot of fights going on, so the race is definitely not over. We got one more lap here at the Temple of Speed. Who will take the crown? Who will take P2 or P3? Let's see still. It's still written in the stars. Let's see. Laser now doesn't have many chances left, but this might be his best chance to gain that P8. Ooh, to the outside of turn 1. Is he playing some mind games or is he trying to get the best exit possible? Definitely it's a good exit, but it's a bit too far behind here. Apex not quite there. We'll keep his P10 for now. We'll stick on P7, but struggling with his tires. Rust P6, Kevin P5, Pearson P4, Nemo P3, Felix P2, Snow P1. Looks still nothing decided here. Ooh, Apex bit too wide there. He is losing a lot of time. I think his tires might be done for this race. Really slow exit here at Lesmo 2. Almost climb with Primeval. Less than 2 past. A bit on the grass now. Don't quite sure if it's maybe a technical issue too, not only the tires. So Laser gained 1 place, but isn't happy with P8. He wants to have that P7. Look at the Louis, just really nice. Look at and Snow, like always, too fast for the camera. Congrats to win number 4, Felix, like always. So now Pearson Nemo side by side. Quite the photo finish for Pearson, got the penalty, so P4 for him. Kevin P5, Brass P6, what a race. Primeval and Laser still battling, but Primeval just keeps it in front. Ooh, Apex got P9 somehow, Indian stick maybe. If not many tires left, or the tire degradation was a bit more than expected. Gapi at P11 also farming over here. Perfect 360. Get him an applause. And also big applause to Will here. First race. Was a really good performance. Had a lot of good fights. So congrats to him. Hope he has a lot of good fights in the remaining of the season. Of course, we only have 5 rounds Got a lot more to go. Let's just have a quick look again until everyone finishes. Beers and Water come back here. Neo also fighting for position and gaining that podium. Really much deserved. As we see to it here. The faster line. What a race. Thank you everyone.